Okay guys, so we all heard about the big Rainbow Six Siege X reveal earlier this year, okay? And I have some opinions of my own to share. I am concerned for the future of Siege, okay? I know I am a cynical motherfucker. I know I am very cynical. But I'm worried for the future of Siege. When they announced R6X, right, they showed us slightly better visuals. They showed us a couple of niche mechanics that are only going to be in a handful of maps. They did not speak about the shitty servers. They did not speak about their broken hit reg, nor their broken matchmaking. They spoke on none of this. And this just, it's Ubisoft. We need to have a serious discussion about the direction Siege is going. Your community has been telling you since Operation Solar Raid 2.5 years ago that the Ranked 2.0 system is bullshit. Not only did the matchmaking somehow get worse than it already was, okay? The matchmaking for Siege has always been notoriously bad. But it got worse when they rolled out Ranked 2.0. Ubisoft, I understand the concept of hidden MMR, but let me ask, what is the actual practical point of hidden MMR? If someone's hidden MMR is Platinum, shouldn't they be in Platinum? Now, my hidden MMR, I have no clue what it is. I really don't know how to check it. But I'm someone who struggles to even fucking make it out of bronze because, okay, matchmaking time. Here we go. So, guys, if someone is going 12-3 and they lose because they have not one, not two, but 3 people with 0 kills on their team, should that person be penalized for losing? Again, they are 12-3. This is what a lot of my matches look like, with me on top of the scoreboard with at least 2 people with 0 kills, and at least one of those people with reverse friendly fire. That is what the majority of my games look like. The majority of my losses, anyway. Quite a few of my wins look like that too. But most of those matches are my losses. I was in Bronze 1, about to hit Silver, and then the matchmaking decides, hey, this guy's about to rank up. So, fuck him. Here is, I shit you not, 16 games in a row with teammates who will do absolutely nothing while you're on top of the scoreboard fighting tooth and nail trying to win. Does this sound fair to anybody? If you don't want to sit here for 30 minutes every time you boot up the game to find a halfway decent stack, then you're just shit out of luck. And I think this is why people are not playing a whole lot of competitive games right now. This is why. Overwatch is the same exact way. It's why I don't play Overwatch, right? And sure, you can make the argument that Marvel Rivals has similar issues, but the difference is, Marvel Rivals is a polished game, and the matchmaking, even if the matchmaking has its issues like this, they're not even close to being as noticeable. You know why? Because the skill-based matchmaking in Rivals, guess what? It functions as advertised. It is actual skill-based matchmaking. The whole lobby is in the same skill bracket, not just the enemy team. The entire lobby is in your skill bracket. Which keeps Rivals fun. It keeps it fun and fair. It makes it an enjoyable experience. As opposed to Rainbow Six, where Ubisoft sees, hey, you have good stats, these people don't. We're going to try and artificially boost their elo, or we're going to artificially drag yours down by pairing you with these 2 paint drinkers who don't know how to play the game. okay? And it's not entirely that person's fault either. If someone's new to the game, they're new to the game. That is fine. But let me tell you guys something. As somebody who was solo queued for almost my entire Siege career, I peaked at Gold 2 because of how shitty this matchmaking is. The matchmaking has always been dog shit. It's been god awful for as long as I can remember. But here recently, here in the last like year or so, it's been so unbearably bad that I don't even want to stream the game anymore. It's gotten so unbearably bad that I don't even want to play the game. I go, like, every time I boot up the game, I'm just like, aw shit, here we go again. You know, like CJ from GTA San Andreas, you know, just the, aw shit, here we go again. You know, it's not fun at all. Tell me, someone in the audience, how is it even remotely fair that someone who is moderately good with the gunplay and can use their gadgets effectively, right? Someone who's actually good at the game, why is it fair that that person gets paired with 3 people who are just god awful with the gunfights and don't know what their gadgets do? Don't even use their gadgets half the time. I've had Rook players not even put down armor until halfway through the round. I've had Thermite players put their charges on normal barricades. I wish I was making that up. So tell me, why do people like me constantly get paired with people like this? And you know, when you see all these clips of, oh, this bronze player beat this champ player in a 1v1, I wonder why. I really wonder why. Because when the OG champs talk about how champion is worthless now and means nothing because you don't have to actually earn it, they're not lying. Most people who are in Diamond and Champion got carried by people like me. Ubisoft is artificially boosting people to ranks they do not deserve whilst penalizing people like me who can actually play the game. And again, this is why I'm worried about the future of Siege. If they do not fix these issues when they launch SiegeX, if they do not fix these issues, there will be no future for Siege. Point blank period. I know that this is not what some people want to hear, but it's the truth. There will be no future for Siege if they do not fix these issues. I've played Siege for the better part of 7 years. Okay? And if someone in 7 years has only peaked Gold 2, there is a serious issue with your matchmaking. It's not a skill issue at that point. I hit Gold 2 when fucking Flores came out, so that was like year 5 or some shit. Year 5, year 6, somewhere around there. And ever since then, I've just not been able to climb back up. My enemies, right? My enemies are consistently in plat or above, but my teammates, for some reason, never seem to even hit silver. Isn't that some shit? And you know, as much as I used to rag on Paladins for the matchmaking there, this is so much worse, because Paladins has a dwindling player base. Siege does not. There's no excuse for this shit in Rainbow Six Siege. There's no excuse. And let's talk about the servers and the hit detection issues, right? Not even going into the balancing. The servers. I forget exactly when they did this, but they switched their servers a while back. Ever since they did that, the hit rate has gotten so much worse. Operation Health was before I started playing, but that was one of the main things they were working on, right? That's one of the main things they wanted to fix. And they actually fixed it in Operation Health. So when I started playing, sure, there were minor hit reg issues sometimes, but not even close to now. If I was able to import the clip, I would put it up here. I was playing the other day, and I was Rook, okay? A perfect, shining example of how shit the servers in hit reg are, okay? I got killed by a headshot, and if you actually pay attention to the clip, the tracer did not even connect with my character model, did not hit me, right? And this is not just a me exclusive issue. This isn't just cope. This happens to everybody. Hell, do you know how many times I've landed headshots plain as day, not gotten the kill, and that person turns around and kills me? Or how it feels like sometimes the enemy team will just eat an entire mag before anything happens? That's like, you're not on crack, you're not high. It's just the shitty servers. It is literally just Ubisoft's garbage ass netcode. Like, you're not smoking crack, you're not high. This is an actual issue. You're not just coping, you're not just bad. This actually happens quite often, and it's unacceptable for a studio like Ubisoft, who is worth billions with a B. It is absolutely unacceptable. And again, these are issues that have to be addressed, or there will be no future for Siege. And again, I know some people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. It is the honest truth. This game is dying, it's falling off again. Jinxie's not going to be able to save it again. Jinxie was able to save Siege once, it's not going to happen again. And fuck it, we're going to talk about the community here real quick too. The amount of 9, 10, 12-year-olds who want to sit here, go in ranked, TK, throw, start trolling because they think it's funny or whatever. Sure, it might be funny to you, but what you're not understanding is you are completely ruining the experience of people who have jobs and lives. Some of us don't have 24 hours a day to hop on R6. Some of us have responsibilities, jobs, people to take care of, pets, whatever the case may be. When we hop on, we want to have fun. We don't want to have some dickhead sit here, throw a nitro cell, blow up 2 of us, and just completely throw. We don't want to deal with that shit. And again, this falls on Ubisoft. The blame for this issue, again, falls on Ubisoft because they don't moderate the game. They don't moderate their community. They don't do shit. The only thing they care about, the only time they actually banned people for abusing a glitch is when it allowed them to get free R6 credits. Back when I used to play a lot, I used to no-life the game when I was like 14, 15, okay? Clash had multiple glitches where you could shoot through her shield, okay? Like shoot with her shield up. Clash was disabled for almost 2 seasons straight because of that glitch. Mind you, the people who were doing that glitch never got banned. Never. Or better yet, what about back around when I started playing? The Jaeger deployable shield glitch, where you could have the deployable shield on his gun. That was fixed, right? But people didn't get banned for that. Which is stupid because, again, it's a genuine detriment to everybody's experience. Cheaters never get banned, and people who throw don't get banned. Ubisoft doesn't actually care about the integrity of their game, and I'm shocked, genuinely shocked, that there is even that the esports scene for this game is even alive and breathing with the way Ubisoft handles the game. And the Jinxie kids, okay? Don't get me wrong, I like Jinxie too. He's a funny content creator, he's a funny streamer. But his community, oh my god, dude. I'm telling you, if I hear one more child shout bad aim when I'm trying to clutch a 1v5, I might actually punch an orphan. This is the shit that spawned from Jinxie's community. Now, am I going to blame Jinxie for this? Absolutely not. Right? And on the off chance that he sees this video, Jinxie, I am not calling you out here, my man. Keep doing you. Your content is fucking amazing. But I'm just saying, your community, pretty annoying. But you know, again, it's a lack of Ubisoft moderation that leads to all of these issues, right? And fuck it, we're gonna jump on the balancing issue here for a few minutes. There should be absolutely zero reason that in a hero shooter, there are characters who are considered throw picks because they are that bad. Not because you're picking them into another character, but because the character is so bad that they are legitimately just considered a throw pick, okay? Warden, Ella. Give Warden a better gadget. At least rework his gadget and make him a little bit better, right? Solus, undo the awful change for not being able to see what the gadget is. Undo that awful change for Solus. I mean, come on, we need to actually have some integrity here. I don't understand why Ubisoft is hellbent on ruining player fun. I found out the Ella shotgun was good back in Shifting Tides, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start using this. So I'm out here clutching 1v3s, 1v4s, 1v5s, right? And then the very next season, we're nerfing the Origin 12. After I started using it, everyone started using it. And then Ubisoft was just like, ha, looks like the player base still has a way to enjoy this character that we don't like. Goodbye. And they just shit can her shotgun for no reason. And might I add, it's funny that Ubisoft always talks about trying to bring things back in line. Ubisoft. It's kind of hard to bring things back in line when you keep lowering the line. Okay, to quote Spades, you cannot bring something back in line if you keep lowering the line. And might I add, all of these collateral damage changes that they acknowledge they're doing. Removing 5 rounds from the R4C, they acknowledge in the patch notes that this is also going to hurt people who play RAM. When they were going to get rid of the extended barrel on the Commando, they knew that the people would not like this. But they said, we don't care. They acknowledged throughout the years, they have always acknowledged, we know the community is not going to like this. So to all you content creators who are still defending Ubisoft, and to everyone who is still shelling hundreds and hundreds of dollars to Ubisoft, and I'm not talking about people who see, oh, I like this battle pass, I'm gonna get it, that's $10, it's whatever. But if you're sitting here buying every single bundle in the shop, you are part of the issue and you're telling them this behavior is acceptable. It's not. They are abusing the community and treating us like a piggy bank. And, you know, I don't spend hardly any money on Siege at all, because I have some sense of self-respect, unlike most people who play this game. So, with that being said, this is my take, and Ubisoft, if anyone from Ubisoft is watching this, please, please, please address some of these issues with Siege X, okay? As cynical as I am, as cynical as I can be, I still want Siege to do well, I still want it to succeed, but you guys need to start listening to your community and fix some of these issues. With that being said, I'm out.